have a different perspective to what they see.
Okay.
You know, in terms of calling someone a star. I started with YouTube before I even came to movies. But then, me just started, you know, it didn't be tele baby. I'm not known and I became famous. Coming up with something, you know, interesting that
with you and
Patricia. Yes.
Again and again.
Again and again. I love the Agya Koo. He's one idol I've been looking out to work with for so long. When the producers came out mentioned the Agya Koo, they say, Mommy Uncle Sisi. It's one person I love. I watched Agya Koo in film school like back to back.
All right, the name still remains Armstrong Poleeno Ade. And your background, I mean, pre-birthday celebration. Or my father so for Oshumase. I mean, National Health Insurance. I'm over 1,700 people. And obviously, I'm a brother Penny. The only boss for the honest. Mama can't say me sure open actor as a celeb. Or you're very supportive. Maybe you're very observant. Kalybos, what you say, or around, not or yeah, the Nkwandia, or other supportive. Bruh, I'm sure.
You say, I know if we'll be at the twice a day. So, maybe on color now show the you twice a day. Me
the minyare crowd.
I put a color that does. Yeah. Oh,
I mean, farm boys, scout on the whole, but, bruh, I don't know you're supportive, sir.
Oh, the one is effort.
Okay.
And I don't think I will say be fat one say I said yes,
okay.
If I'm a yard or so back.
Okay.
One bound in when you're
and that's one
because I think that so could be more now industry be more industry and I'm industry in the sense me actor and war actors industry.
Okay.
The quote is say ABI will join cool what you say. Any organization at all no say the money pe be when you are around. I always keep saying this. Even if you are far, if you have the means to come,
you have to.
If you don't have the means to come, it's fine and say but then if you are around,
okay. But mostly we work say ya frame ohiame anko frame enti matekra ya frame enti menko.
Oh, that bit so I think say obi awo the perspective to life what you say. Ebia the main fanya asem no o de be ya asem na the o de be ya asem main fanya asem.
Okay.
Enti any possible and that's what I'm saying at the end of the day it shouldn't bring any problem between or conflict between
the two.
Exactly.
All right.
Exactly.
But I had the movie premiere bia I'm sure say movie bia was bia no. Like I say bia 90% there premiere bia no okwase.
Yeah.
She say during the shoot and I say bia right after the shoot no one will say okay my age or some boa na promote.
I mean from the beginning of this she said that.
Okay.
But I feel say ebia which ya make say me nyo cinema.
Okay.
Me so I said yes me make sure say at least once we be nyo sika no.
Okay.
Now how will I do that? Is for me to support and promote.
Okay.
What you say promotion no bit me na phone so pay.
Okay.
And also there war but then with premiering I realized me sha say premiere na me I realized I'm not for no so around. I'm not for no so wapa. I'm not to come radio so mo so na ma. That's when they come.
Okay.
You know, I bet that in Subai. Every movie premiere no. I want to be there to help promote it. Yes.
Okay. We discussion about on several occasions. We some day as tries you know, a drew promotion, a drew premiere, my friend promotion crown. Wama enti na number say menya clarification free
and e bi so corner she say me tua will say for acting because mostly you know I believe the negotiation and may who say okay untua me dey semi but then you are paying me when we negotiate on.
Okay.
Into no only man negotiate for acting which mean I ain't me problem only negotiate acting with premiering and we crana I still want to help. Yes. But then say a boom say any ejuma bi so esia say na metimi ye we ejuma ma wa obi ejuma ba ya ma nko ye no saa so na me ye obi adwuma na nhyehyɛ na nsi ye na o premier na be clash a me nipa mintimi nkyɛmu sa you know MS all kind of 90%. Almost these 90% now I'm still, you know, showing face for premiere here, you know. There's no job as at that moment.
Okay.
So I wouldn't even sit for you to do it alone.
Okay.
That's a bit clash there.
Superman. Oh, nice one, nice one. I mean, for the betterment of the industry there, I mean, or support you a lot. Conversation with a bank of Fobibri, I can't want them. But before I make a one some no, I was saying me just kakra e ba na say me ma mahefo ehun nyoma bi. Na me catch you say wherever you find yourself, you are so peka papa atọ dia and for when enche bi a. When you start say Kalybos now be $100,000 ah. You the to G-Wagon money cars and ka hon there. For any chair of Asim Motors, friend 0243220875. Or friend na no hands a Poleeno any director or be ma car behind of your choice at all. Or Accra Christian Village one just opposite Shell filling station. Bruh, you say YouTubers and your stars. That statement, you know what I say? Because you're pioneers of YouTube there. Meet me as the whole Ghana crown the face about the other chassis. Sa conversation with say, and I said the movie switching to that international that platforms no say.
First of all, I don't know who Star is, but then so me tiasie ya say Nipanin GD and say.
Okay, that was a statement by Lewin. Say you can movie stars are ultimately for YouTube star and compare movie star.
Well, first of all, no should not drink. Or those that drink because Obia will a different perspective to what they see.
Okay.
You know, in terms of calling someone a star. Say Bia, they me who saw a star. Papa be on no way to me more no mammy steady.
Okay.
What you
you're supporting
me. Because I think with most community, when you go to corporate offices, you find people who are very known.
Okay.
And Obi are very known
as a
celebrated. And they did the word celebrated. So if you are celebrated, you become a standout person, like a star in the sky. And so maybe strange okay. And then they did the word star
ever.
And you know, me when you say baby you can have people standing out and becoming a star.
Okay.
I started with YouTube.
Okay.
Before I even came to
movies.
But then you could tell say me just started, you know, it didn't be tele baby. No, say I'm not known now. I didn't even use the word star.
Okay.
I became known.
Or famous.
Yes, I became famous. Exactly. So anything that will be the money fame.
Okay.
The person writes on that fame, so it's me writing a year and keep the longevity.
Okay. Relevant.
The relevance of it now, it makes the person sustainable and the person becomes celebrated by people.
Okay.
What you're saying, you know, irrespective of the year in be bet me out on him.
Okay.
Be bet me your art. Into your art no painting now what big did you
okay.
Besides sense we say one of the beautiful, you know, painters.
Okay.
Asenso. Yes.
All right.
He's very known and very, you know, famous. He does tattoos as well. No more most tattoos. He's very known. When you mention Asenso in certain places, you get him standing out.
Sure.
No. Understand. So you know.
So every star be star.
Obi want the perspective of star.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
So you become a star.
You become, within your community.
Yes, your confined community.
All right. I get it. Or starting YouTube now, as I must start YouTube now. Now, who future? I say.
Me for one day, I think that.
Because that time na movie jinem pa na
me movie jinem, and that time also na me film school.
Okay.
It's me the for the love of it and for the whole refreshing platform of it.
Okay.
Then you pushing it through YouTube, Facebook, now I feel now.
Ghana for Jatum sir.
Yes, I feel now the transition. I mean, if I say transition now from
this
the technology of the involvement of
technology
from the analog and then CD level, they call
technology,
so call internet, I think that I was smart enough, to jump on that, terrain, and then my mom would be approach me at the other. But then that the transition of it, a member who said, okay, now skate in this. So people were yearning to see more
of you.
And only a real movie.
Okay.
Did courses with acting as well. Although the Mkoya film school wasn't with acting. But me who said the idea may be remove fully. I had to do courses on it and made the better my acting skills and so.
Then all of a sudden, Mujai. Though one would say you have to, straight to the movie side.
Yeah.
But all of a sudden, I'm quit.
Yeah. With a quit, it wasn't a swift quit.
Okay.
I mean, because there are things still we do hand in hand with the skits.
Okay.
First of all, the main challenge was with our timing.
Okay.
Timing in the sense the whole idea of I want to Kalybos, and that's what I want to stick to and move. Say or mena obeye na me was set to
okay
baba say me set to me twa no so was set to so it became that and as a gaba bedai but then with by mama can anyway it was a price carry so we are coming up with something interesting that
with you and Ahofe Patricia.
Yes.
Again and again
on
YouTube.
It will go on different platforms, not just on YouTube,
but basically on technology platforms.
Yes. I mean, YouTube forms the basics of what we started with, but then it will go in other channels so meaning YouTube,
Instagram and Facebook and other stuff. All right. So how do you see the Kumawood people on YouTube?
Fantastic.
Okay.
Fantastic. I'm so amazed. It's one of the channels I keep on watching.
Okay.
I mean, they are doing fantastically well. Just that the bit of film in it,
Okay.
I wish they can improve in it more.
Okay.
Although it's maybe be better to be I'll still use mine as an example.
Okay.
We understand it's a skit. With that ideology, we take away the film quality, we take away the aesthetics of film from it.
Okay.
So to watch, you have to do it well.
Okay.
Can I say the ultra?
Okay.
What yes, yeah. Although the humor part of it, but how do you catch up to the other competitors out there?
Okay.
I always use our neighboring competitor, Nigeria. They do some of these skits.
Yeah.
You see the tangent and how they do it.
Yeah, exactly.
So by
sound
doing
quality, scoring, and everything,
editing wise, all is
color grading and
you
stuff.
Understand? All is on point. Say an investor or a brand or a company is watching from afar. They see the quality work you put out.
Okay.
And every brand wants to associate with quality.
Yeah.
What you say. To invite in these brands and companies, I'll pray and wish they step up on their production bits. And only who's any company coming on board, they'll know they are coming for quality.
Okay.
And also now, thumbs up to them. They should keep on doing it, but they should step up on their production bits now.
Okay.
Push your
okay. I think say with loud and clear. Loud and clear. But at the end of for some years, I say, no production. The views are less, but say, channel maybe I want to take and on the views in issue.
I don't just say the ultra here now, and on the castle different from the Wu channel with I think it's the mentality of it. I think it's Ultimitra and his and no, the target audience I actually and yet our target audience now want to bring you money for sponsorship.
All right, I get it.
I know you're more they're
giving you the views
exactly. Most of them crying, they are not even watching the whole BB. Okay. Take us on this. What you say. But the obsession critically with perspective eye of quality and also now be a better more product in person more product placement or more some videos left channel.
Okay.
So if you don't please them, you see yourself doing for the laughing part of it.
Okay.
But me na mete tria me nyoni bebre no ma be ye one my quality.
No I jump sharp. Yeah.
I always, this one thing I meet some of the skits, makers in Accra. Like always, I keep on telling them, you should never underestimate on quality because you never know who is watching. And this quality deals with brands, and these brands the most but yeah, my man for us, but yesterday so it's just a word to a wise on how to move on. Because my woman and I mean the way I call to get these people into.
If you are called to do a collaboration with any of the Kumawood guys on these cases, or YouTuber, why not have a calling?
Oh, I wouldn't even pinpoint because any of them I'll be willing to do. Any of them at all. Provided we have a tight. I know that as is me how. The normal doings in Yayama Ayeho. You understand? They are always tighter, things you can do in skater a bit the lose of point and shoots the track crash dialogues I think because of my film background
boring
you understand? So if you are willing to collaborate and work and you are willing for us to share ideas and make it better, I'm all about it.
You are there. I'm hoping that Dr. Like Mbefro Nanka Omono because you see Omona Ekita YouTube now.
Great.
Measures on Reno.
Oh yeah.
Okay. And I Reno.
That's it. I'm grabbing in share. I'm adverts I have a production company as well.
Okay.
The clients be an drama, so they call on like it. So I worked with him recently. We had a conversation and very soon. I mean,
wow. But you had only a Agya Koo. I think that's your latest movie. Okay, there is this one more premiere. But with the Abba out any latest, yeah.
Yes.
Title no cry.
Hankuri.
Okay.
Hankuri.
Make only Agya Koo then.
Mene Agya Koo
away bus.
Away bus na mene na yeso.
The mokoye robbery na mo ye fake
fake.
Na mo ye fake. Na mo meet the real gang.
Yes. Ewo basim.
Yeah,
away bus.
Away bus.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Away bus. So far Agya Koo I think that na movie back.
Okay.
Yeah, that's the away bus movie.
Fantastic. To be honest, my hand the bear 3 times. One compare away bus a standard.
Very, very, very nice movie. I think that this is what I talk about when things are done well. That's how it comes out to be. Because the away bus movie, imagine a whole VIP bus for almost 2 weeks. They be our junior sales. And when we shot, the number of people in it, everything was properly, done and pre-production was just perfect. And the production was if you plan well, you plan to succeed. It came fantastic. And I love the Agya Koo on set. I mean, he's one idol I've been looking out to work with for so long. When the producers came out, they saying the Agya Koo, they will say, "Hey, Mommy Uncle Sisi." Because he's one person I loved. I watched Agya Koo in film school like back to back.
Wow.
Yes, because I'm very key with acting with body language.
Okay.
You understand?
And Kasa Bebre.
What you say? Kasa Bebre. There wouldn't be this worldwide, known celebrity at now. Charlie Chaplin.
Yeah. On Kasa.
On era no sound was not discovered.
Okay.
So it's just motion picture, which of 8 frames.
Yeah.
Where they are film at the end.
And I go for him. Confirm Poleeno multimedia.
And then I say we have cameras filming 25 frames. Yeah. Just 8 frames. Motion picture photography. It's motion of pictures. You draw picture.
Pictures 1, 2, 3.
Next one. Can you now boom now in the movement?
Yeah.
It's no draw just 8.
Okay.
For one movement. So anything I share to movies, it's a Charlie Chaplin there, and I saw more speed in it, and your speed, more but because of the 8 frames, to make our with him as a character, that time not sounding by it.
Okay.
So to put out actions for people to laugh without saying a word, you're a genius for it.
Okay.
Same way with Roman, or they saying Mr. Bean.
Okay. One are you saying?
Oh, no, naturally.
Okay.
Out, I said, so no, I picked one branding from him.
Okay.
And his body language and how he acts without saying a word.
Okay.
And Mr. Bean too has the body language. With the Mr. Bean series, so those are
okay.
everything he does is funny. So it made me realize, okay, so when you have to act, to me, 80% should score for body language.
Okay.
Dialogue, is to guide you in certain things. But of course, with comedy, of course, the more you say, the more
it makes fun.
You forget the body language part of it. That's one thing Agya Koo scores 100%.
Okay.
I love it. I keep on watching his movies and I pay critical attention to his body language. His body language is just up to speed for him. So
compared to other comedians.
Exactly. So no wonder when I met him on set, and it's been a while since he's also come back on screens. It was just there.
Okay.
If everything was just perfect and perfect.
Nani rain fifi ejumana.
Why is all?
Because to be honest, minimum me and go free to buy and then obia or ribiano a film movie no. And I make crana me ya chomo no. My hair because aside the funny aspects, the storyline is also on point.
Exactly.
And then you as Kalybos no. I thought it was another. I said, more we do was 20,000. When here, I'm found the account. The story of
the movies, we try to tell situations and our kind of characters that we live with all the time. And yeah, the forefront will be around just so people get to see how people act, and then you find your ways around it. So I think it was a nice movie.
Very nice.
We really read the same because
no wonder
and everything was just
no wonder. So or characters or to pockets. And a call of our pocket you to the salvation. It's changing the time, guys. The movie is like but that's I say on here I will pass YouTube just search and go and watch. I think in millions of views, I mean, because it's nice. Major because high events. What do you expect say industry we should do, and then you better are coming back like before?
So coming back, we need to change not just the filmmakers.
Okay.
The whole because filmmakers the audience no more I think we all have to embrace the involvement of technology.
All right.
Let's all transit from one side to another.
Okay.
Because Papa, so meaning but that's what they're calling them.
David. I always see it.
Even cry there. You repair your deck I mean call a bit more Johnson. Nanzin me do no cause boy. The because now no there. On to that's all. No share is there anything. But Mike cold store is your fish.
Video repair. Okay.
So this should tell you say we've transited from one platform to another.
Okay.
Into if you can't beat them, you join them. If you are still thinking of the VCD, DVD, say back Emma, and you now they even go on pen drives. Now they even go on internet. I think I don't think it's too hard for people to download YouTube or even have Netflix, Amazon, all these streaming platforms. Now say TV is now. I mean, this is to your comfort of your home.
Okay.
First, no CD, no tada. But almost say you need internet to get quality and watch. And no any transition. Okay. I think we should embrace ourselves and learn a little bit about these things. And then we can equally, because when we get the viewership for that, forget to say filmmaker they also need the viewership.
Okay.
Turn now no to CD near by the buying.
Okay.
By see I know
they need views.
They need a view. The view is the buying.
Okay.
What you say, the more you view for them to also get revenues out of it, I don't think they will sit and watch it die. They also keep on doing what you say. Attitude. When the producer knows that or your content for these kind of platforms are almost more criteria.
Okay.
Into who producer and finally say Netflix now. They have their criteria. Also do movie beba no. Making sure say bia when your camera way and now
Okay.
all this range, you know. From Muba Kucha or sound, and we have this kind of
Sounds.
here. So when you meet all these standards, they will be even rushing for your movies.
Okay.
It's honey, and yes, why you
be now?
No, they told internet. So the internet talks about
global.
the whole world. It's global. So they have a scheme of quality.
Okay.
Who meet equality now? There are lots of Nigerian movies there. Why? Because, and I wouldn't say to debunk them or anything. Or more content. Some of the content on it, Papa we have similar content which is
better than them.
I only say more better. Similar content which is better. The only problem is the dynamic quality that they expect.
Okay.
Very, very, I wouldn't say bad story, but then nothing is a bad story. Not a good movie, but the quality standard they met with, that's what they are watching.
Okay.
Imagine here.
Is it because you need investors are you those cameras, the kind of sound no more penetrating?
I mean, it's no movie. You pay whoever deserves big to do. So, what is the investment part of it? Because it's now you see this near you. They are the investors doing the movies.
Okay.
It's easier and investors, they should just get to know say 10,000 are not my first, but you see, because of what you are heading towards,
okay,
you might end up giving 100,000.
Okay.
If you understand a bit of it, now and then you are getting the revenues back. You make more than that 100,000.
Okay.
Oh, so I mean, if they are business people, they should understand the give and take bit of it. Exactly.
Yeah.
It's garbage in, garbage out. So exactly. If you put in money, you get money back. Very simple.
The one say bra oyo oba na ope wig papa ahye uti dia bra na oma wig papa en ha hu ntu kwan ko Dubai na taking got wig friend no 0546925622 sanso na oye party and any decoration dia obeye amount sanso na makoma specialist hospital so ho do na say ope baby ahwe ho dia enfo ni nche baby abra kuma say atwoma boko oho Dr. Dixon obehwe kama friend no 0249728410 Bram Pacho, you call final words.
Oh, that's a Poleeno. The final words, the Encomo, come out.
Okay.
I mean, you've been one of the few who does legit interviews, and when I say legit, I know you need the numbers, but then you wouldn't cut the clouds to make stories.
Exactly.
You are one. I've said this to few people before.
Wow.
You do what is ought to be done for people to get to see the real side of stories and the real faces of every issue. So big ups to you. Guswa Neja.
Yami Charles.
You can't be more fun.
Alright, the next 2 minutes I'm strong Poleeno are there. I mean, my brother Kalybos and I'm Sian and Chichenko. The only boss with one X. Yeah, crowd.